Okay, hey, this is Francisca, and this is my mid-crisis life. So I wanted to talk to you about this dream that I had last night. I had this crazy dream last night. So I had this dream that I was living in a house and the house was haunted. It was haunted by this ghost, this poltergeist. And the whole night, this battle raged between me and this ghost. This ghost was trying to scare me, and I was pushing back, and I was not fucking having it. This ghost was trying to throw things at me to try, and it was like slamming doors and basically trying to put fear in me, right? I'm battling against this ghost. This ghost keeps on showing me images. I can't remember all of them, but I definitely remember seeing like a cartoon of the Joker and Batman, and me saying to the ghost, yeah, okay, I get it. You're a bad guy. You're like the Joker. You're so fucking scary. Yeah, I get it. I'm not fucking scared, bro. Fuck off, right? So all night, I'm battling this ghost, right? So in the end, I shut the ghost out into one room, and I go and I take refuge in a much smaller room in the house, right? And the ghost is still raging in the other room, still trying to scare me. But I've protected myself. And then lo and behold, comes a knock on the door. And a friend has come round. I don't even know who this person is. It's not someone in my real life. But Dream Fran's dream friend came round to see Dream Fran. And Dream Fran started telling Dream Fran's friend about all the shit that was going on. They noticed that things were moving and whatever else. And I was like, yeah, got a ghost. I've got a poltergeist. It's constantly trying to get my attention. It's constantly trying to scare me. Just ignore it. Anyway, my dream friend goes and investigates. Goes into the other room of the house, starts investigating, and comes back with this letter. And I'm like, yeah, it keeps doing that. It keeps on writing stuff to me. It's just trying to scare me. It's like sending me like, I don't know, like when kids get kidnapped, ransom notes or whatever, right? I'm like, I don't care. I'm not even going to give it the time of day. And my friend showed me the letter. And on the letter, it said, please find my body. It fell down the ravine where I died. Please help me. And man, so I remember in the dream Fran going, oh. And I remember in the dream real Fran going, oh, oh, okay. And I also remember my whole body. I had been tossing and turning all night. And sometimes when I have nightmares, because I'm so tense, I push as hard as I can into the side of my head, and my ears end up feeling like they are on fire. Or I push my heels into the bed, and my heels can end up feeling like they're on fire, and my ears were in agony all night. And as soon as my dream friend showed Dream Fran that letter, everything just relaxed. And I think it's interesting that sometimes it's so difficult to see the wood from the trees, right? It took for someone to come round and show me, hey, this thing just wants your help. Like, it's not trying to scare you. It's just trying to get your attention. And, sometimes you need that kind of fresh set of eyes to give you that different perspective, so that you can understand that what you thought was a threat actually isn't a threat. It's just something that's wanting your attention and wanting your help, wanting your salvation, right? And I realized, okay, wow, this thing wasn't trying to show me the Joker. It wasn't trying to scare me and say, look how scary I am as this scary clown. It was actually trying to say to me, I need a hero. can you can you be my Batman? You know? Like, where is she? Where is your body? Man, it needed me to be a hero. And when I got up, I was thinking about it because I often have dreams that I'm in a house. I often have dreams that I find new rooms in a house, that there's all of a sudden this little secret doorway that leads to these little stairs, and these stairs lead to these little rooms. And I dream that a lot. And I've looked at before, and from what I understand, when you dream about houses, you're actually dreaming about your mind. When you dream about finding rooms, you're finding new understandings. There's new parts of your mind that are being unlocked. You know, the state of the house that you dream about, that really counts. You know, if the house is warm and inviting, or if it's like a haunted house, then it gives you an understanding of kind of what your psyche is, what your psychology is like at the moment. And it's funny that, you know, this ghost of a feeling, this ghost of a need, whatever it was, reduced me to one room in the house. I felt there was nowhere else to go but to stay in this one place. And it just makes me think about the fact that, you know, often what we ignore pushes for more attention. You know, what we resist persists. And I say it all the time. Our emotions, they just want to be seen. They just want us to say, oh, okay, there you are, anger. I see you. And if you don't, and you keep pushing it away, you keep pretending it's something different, you keep dismissing it and minimizing it and distorting it and denying it and all of those things that we do, it will persist to keep coming up, and it will keep coming up stronger and stronger. And the thing is, you know, I know that there are times when I can ignore my feelings, and I know that it's such a common thing that we do as individuals, where we dismiss and minimize things because we're told that they're not supposed to be a big deal. So, for example, the first time that I went to go and work at a festival, it's such a benign thing to do, right? To go and serve drinks to people who are already smashed and probably off their faces on like God knows what drugs, right? But for me, because I'd never done it before and I was so out of my depth, I was literally panicking inside, right? And the thing is that I could have said to myself, oh, don't be ridiculous, Fran. Like, you're being silly. Just stop it now. Stop that. Because I feel like that's what we do most of the time. Like, we say, come on now, you don't need to behave like that. It's not a big deal. You're just being ridiculous. Like, we just belittle ourselves and we belittle our feelings all the time. And then they just roam around our head like ghosts in our house. Man. But I think it's just like, actually what it needed, what I need, what we need in those moments of time is that we just need help. We need to be able to acknowledge these ghosts that we have flying around in our head and ask them, what do they need? You know, kind of Sixth Sense-ish. The whole I see dead people crap. It's like, what do you need? Why do I keep seeing you and I feel like our emotions are the same thing? What do you need? Why do you keep coming up? Why am I constantly angry? Why am I constantly sad? Why am I constantly hopeless? Why am I constantly fearful? Why am I constantly, I don't know, whatever it is that you might be feeling, why do you keep coming up? What do you need? Do you need me to find your body down the bottom of a ravine and lay you to rest? Like, do you need to be laid to rest? And I just thought the whole thing, the whole dream was just like so fucking poignant, man. It was just like so beautifully poignant. So what I would say is be the hero to yourself. Save yourself, you know. And that only happens when we actually engage with our emotions, when we're actually looking with openness and intrigue and compassion for ourselves. And I think through that, we can lay a lot of these ghosts to rest. Yeah. What a cool fucking dream, man. What a cool fucking dream. Okay, some stuff that I feel grateful for today. Man, I'm just filled with a lot of gratitude today, in all honesty. I feel really grateful that that dark night of the soul is over for now. For now, I know that there will be more. But what I was going through and that pain and that anguish that I was going through for the last few months, the tides have changed, you know, and that period of contraction of trying to wade through the tar of my psyche and my feelings and my life and my circumstances, it feels like that has come to an end and there's a period of expansion now, and that's just amazing, and I'm really 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 grateful for that. And you know, to speak to this video, I think that only happened because I went into the darkness. I went into the darkness to find out what it needed, how I could help it, how I could heal it. And that allowed that darkness to dissipate, rather than me pretending that it wasn't there and just living all the time with the ghost, with a poltergeist in my head. So yeah, I think that's enough to be grateful for. That's such a massive thing. Okay, cool. That's all.